Hello, KIPC members. Thank you so much. I know it's August. I also know it's August 14th. And I know that I promised you this video and newsletter the first week of August. So I think I want to start here by saying I'm sorry and I'm going to try to do better. I think we should all reflect on where we can be doing better. So this is my doing better. I have so many seniors this year. I'm not making excuses, but I have so many seniors this year, and we have been just up to our eyeballs in college applications and essays and all of that. So all I can say is I beg for your forgiveness. Okay. But you are still receiving this in a time frame where you can still make those plans for the next two Sundays. And you're going to be right there where we need to be because this is a big month on passion projects. Okay. So let me go ahead and share my screen. All right. So I'm going to share my screen here. And this is the calendar for August. Okay. So for the calendar for August, wah, wah, it's back to school time. And for many of you, you will be starting back up next week. Some of you on Monday, some of you on Wednesday, some of you on Thursday. And I wish you all the best in this coming year. Let's go ahead and make this year count. Some of you are starting freshman year in high school. You have the biggest opportunity to really, build up your interests and really understand and discover what you love and where you want to take that. And that's going to be college application gold for you. Okay. For you sophomores out there, sophomore year is going to be, again, one of those prep years where you're going to dive a little deeper and kind of get yourself ready for leadership positions. All right. When you hit junior year. So we are having our masterclass first prior to our live Zoom. Okay. I've switched that up, as you can see, because again, like last month, I really like to get the masterclass in prior. So if you have any questions, you can go ahead and ask that at our live Q&A. All right. So as you will see, it is the 14th. Today is when I'm filming this, so you need to register for that ACT coming up September 19th. Let's talk about very quickly standardized testing. Okay. For those of you who are that anomaly kid, right, where you're really advanced in math, you are in the level of math where none of your peers are, you're just like way ahead of the curve. Okay. Understand this. If you have taken pre-calculus, whether as a freshman or a sophomore, if you're done with pre-calculus, go ahead and register for an ACT and an SAT. Why? Because the ACT and the SAT do not go beyond calculus. There are maybe two questions in the math section on calculus. Okay. So if you're in pre-calc and maybe you did that freshman year and you're moving on to calculus, what you're learning in this next year, you're actually getting away from the day in and day out basics of pre-calculus. Okay. You're getting away from that. You are learning the more advanced math. So do yourself a favor before you forget the basics and go ahead and sign up for both of these exams because, again, all right, you're not going to share it with anybody, right? When they ask, put colleges down, you're going to select none, right? And let's just see how you do because who knows? On your math, that may be setting you up where your math score might be really high, and you can super score that to a higher score once you hit senior year for college applications. All right. So that's my advice to you is you can take these exams as often as you'd like, but if you have completed pre-calculus, go ahead and really concentrate on the math part when you go in and take it. Okay. Do your best on the others, doesn't really matter, but maybe we can secure a high score on that math. Okay. All right. As far as the back to school week, that's next week. My soda's birthday, first birthday is on the 22nd, and the SAT is also occurring. For those of you who are seniors that might be watching this, you have two more opportunities to take the SAT and one more opportunity to take the ACT if you are applying early action and want to still control deciding whether you want that test score to go to colleges or not. Okay, so let's just say that. All right, so with that, I am very, very excited that we have our very first alumni spotlight. And these are former clients of mine that have graduated for the most part in college. I might bring in some people that are still in school. But the fact of the matter is, these people are closer in age to you than I am. So I can tell you all the things about Carnegie Mellon or Colgate University or anything, out there. And, it's just an adult talking to you, right? But when you can hear from someone closer in age to you about not only their college experience, but also what they wish they did in high school, I think that is going to be gold for you. So let's go ahead and learn from others, okay, that have been in your situation at your grade level not too long ago. And let's go with them, with hindsight being 2020, and let's learn from them on how you can then apply what their advice is to your own life in your high school career. Okay? You will definitely be better off for that. All right. So, with that, we will be talking about the Passion Project. There will be a one-page worksheet to work that out. And I think that beyond that, there will also be a new school year goals, right? You need to have some goals this year, regardless of whether you're a freshman, sophomore, or junior. And writing those goals out really does help you to achieve and move forward in your own maturity and personal growth. So that will be in your Knowledge is Power Club folder. And I'm looking forward to seeing everybody at the masterclass at 4 o'clock Sunday on August 23rd. All right. Again, it will be recorded, so that will also be in Slack as well. And please look through this newsletter. And like I said, grab a coffee, grab a tea, and just go through it. This is the most comprehensive newsletter I've ever created. And I'm going to stick with this format because I think it is just so valuable to anyone that is coming into this college admissions game early, which is where your advantage is. Okay. All righty. So, masterclass code is love it, all caps, all one word, and happy August. And have a great first week of school. And I'll see you guys at the masterclass. All right. All right. Thanks. Bye.